how do you do? Are you ready to make a webcomic? Let's make a webcomic. Let's make a webcomic. Let's make a webcomic. Let's make a webcomic. Yes. Hoopity hoo, how do you do? I am Cami Cam of Cami Cam Comics, coming to you with a whole new tutorial series. We're making webcomics. Okay? Webcomics. Let's start at the beginning. What are webcomics? Webcomics are comics you read on the web. We have lots of different hosting platforms that you can use. Shout out to Comic Book Making Club series, where we talk about places where you can share your comic. So check out that last video. But now let's dive into actual platforms. So I like to use Webtoon Canvas. It's really user friendly. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's one of the most popular, but there are more. Do not be married to one platform. It's not a commitment, because unless they're giving you a check that they're providing for you and caring for you and you're being nurtured by them, then have loyalties. There are multiple platforms to post your comics. Global Comics, Webtoon, Tapas, Comic Fury, even social media. I recommend using Webtoon because that's what I know and that's what I use the most. I do have intentions of, with new comics, branching out into other platforms. So today, let's discuss what it takes to make a webcomic. So, number one, what do you actually need to make a webcomic? You need a comic. You need to have your story completed, ready to launch, at least that first episode. You also need to have some art. This art's mainly going to focus on your cover image. You want a long cover like this, like the cover of a book, and then a little square thumbnail that's going to pop up on people's saved files or like showed up in mobile view. If you ever use Webtoon, you know what I'm talking about. If not, think of it like this. There's a thumbnail, small like a thumbnail, and then there's the full cover, like the cover of a book. And I feel like I just said that. Sorry. I had a whole better video where I even went into drawing a thumbnail and then it went flat. So in today's episode, I'm going to walk you through the beginning process, setting up for launch, and then show you a speed paint video of the actual designing of Pug and Cat's square thumbnail. Yay! All right, are you ready? So let's begin. Lock in. Okay, so this is webtoons.com, the desktop version. This is the way you have to go to upload your comics for Webtoon. What you need, of course, we talked about our art, your square thumbnail, and why am I sliding the canvas like I can't slide the thing? Your vertical thumbnail. You want to go with your category 1, your category 2. Category 1 is your main theme. So my main theme of Pug and Cat is Slice of Life. You zoom in for your sugar. There you go. You can see it right there. So you got a lot of different options for what you can have, what you can use, what you like. And then category 2 would be your backup. So if my first one is Slice of Life, then my second category is, oh, I actually have to choose it, then I can pick a second one. So Slice of Life. And our second one is, I'm going to go with comedy. I feel like comedy would be a good answer for that. You put in your series title, your summary. Keep your summary to 2 to 3 sentences. And then you're going to add in any content warnings or content ratings that you may have expressed in here. And you acknowledge to your services. So if we look at my creator page, sorry, the camera's a little wobbly, for Webtoons, these are my comics. This one I never published, so don't worry about Squirrel Thoughts. But let's go with our first series, Snack Time. So when I want to add an episode, that's what you have to have, that first episode. The square thumbnail is going to be smaller than, oh, the new image size is going to be changed come June. Update. Wow, so we're going to get bigger images. This is good news because let me tell you, the pixelation make my eyeballs itch. Oh, it's going to change more square to like a rectangle. Let's see. We're going to see how this goes. I really feel like, I hope that the new image size gives us better resolution, because I'm going to also show you what my thumbnails have been looking like. It ain't cute. She's not cute. So next, we put in our title, we add our files. So let me show you this. Here's an episode from last year, Happy Fall. Just a little short, sweet announcement, just to post something. I haven't been consistent, but we're working on it, because that's one of the things for another webcomic video that we will do at another time. But I've got my square thumbnail and I have my files. And the easiest way I say to make this is do everything on the same device. That way you're not bouncing around too much. You can save to your computer or you can save to your iPad or device. Now, hey, what if I don't do digital art? Take the photo. And Webtoon does a really helpful thing now where they resize your photo for you. I learned this unintentionally when my canvas size was too big, but it all worked out in the end. And then one of my other favorite features, preview, because I can see what it's gonna look like on somebody's phone before I post it, and I'm really happy about that. It's really nice. So that's that. Moving on. Here we have our amazing thumbnail, our square thumbnail for Pug and Cat. Now, looking at it now, I feel like it's too busy. I feel like we've got a lot going on. So we're going to make some quick changes and adjustments before we jump in. Okay. So number one, I'm going to actually select it. If you're curious what size canvas I use, it is square. No, wait for it. I have too many canvases, so bear with me one more. Webtoon Thumb coming in at 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels is what you're going to use for that first square thumbnail. So in today's video, we're just going to edit this background because it is too busy, and I love it so much, but it's doing the most. So got to cut off these sketch layers. Some helpful tips that I've been doing. So let's take it back from the top. Cut off everything. Okay, so we've got our we've got our canvas, and I like to put a square around the canvas so I can kind of see like what's the margins, where's the focal point of the art. Then each layer, each character is a sketch. I move around, and now I gotta find out how to cut everything back on, because why did I do that? But we do want to just change this background color right quick. So I think blue, I feel like blue would be right, but blue could also be wrong. So, all right, we've got our color. We've got some background elements, and now we've got our images. What do we think? Do we like it? Is it giving city vibes? I feel like we've got a lot of negative space here. But it's okay, because this isn't the main focus. So once you have your square thumbnail, you make your vertical thumbnail. Now, other helpful tips, don't use text, because with different devices, the sizing is going to jam up the text. Yes, you will see other things with text, but for Webtoon, don't put text, you'll get flagged. Don't give yourself the headache. And that's it. That's the square thumbnail in a nutshell. Pick something that illustrates what your comic is about. Illustrate what some themes, some elements, some parts of the story, and that's all you really need for that's going to make a good square thumbnail. My square thumbnails for snack time, I have mom and her 3 kids. For the adventure I have one of the key elements of the story, the map with the little prints on it. For Noodle's Destiny, this one is not my favorite because all we get is a character's face. I feel like there definitely could be more added to it. Looks like he's smiling for his driver's license photo that he didn't want to take. The Noodle Kid, this one is one of my favorites because it's just a kid eating noodles. That is the imagery of the whole story. And this unpublished baby, Squirrel Thoughts, is amazing because it's a thought bubble with a cartoon squirrel in it. So always remember to lock in those details. Let's see if we can pull up one of these, make some edits, or I can give you some more details about it. Okay, we've got Noodle Destiny. We're on the dashboard. Here we go. Dashboard. So, I can't find what I'm looking for. Wait, edit. Yes. Okay, here we go. Vertical thumbnail. So I have this guy, which went through a lot of character designs. I mean, a lot. That's another video for another time. But we're focused in zooming, moving. It's him on a moped with noodles. These elements are important to the story. Now, there are some things I have to do, some edits. You see, I've got my sentences here. Series title, it's comedy. Really? Comedy, then slice of life? I thought it would be the other way around. But that's okay. You can't even see it. My bad. Yeah. Category 1, comedy. Category 2, slice of life. Publishing status, ongoing. So I do have to get back into updating some episodes of this. Summary, everyone is happy as long as you are there for them, right? What happens when you need people the most? Jay always has, oh goodness, I cannot read. Hold on, give me a minute. Jay has always been a people pleaser, putting others first. He thinks his life is perfect until a string of unfortunate events has him feeling lost. Read on to find out if his life turns around, or will people pleasing be his only destiny? Ooh, intriguing. Now, what I do need to do is go back and edit these. So we don't have any, there's no violence, no blood or gore. There's no nudity, no sexual content, no profanity, no drug. I think one of the characters does smoke. So I'll say a few mentions of tobacco use and sensitive themes and topics. I'll say a few because when nobody's there for you, it could hurt. And then we acknowledge and save. So that is it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Come back next week where we'll be deep diving into actually drawing pages for your webcomic. We're going to talk about canvas size. We're going to talk about uploading, get more in depth, and you'll see me upload the very first episode of Pug and Cat. Yay! So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribe. I want you to comment, have you made a webcomic? Or what is your favorite webcomic? Or anything, just say hi. So thanks for stopping by. Hope you have the most amazing day. I love you. Stay tuned, stay blessed. Bye.